trusted by your hometown teams. Dr. Brian Flannery, the official team chiropractor for the Oakland Ballers and Oakland Roots, has been helping patients and athletes perform at their highest level for nearly 30 years. Schedule your appointment with Dr. Brian Flannery today and see why championship-level care isn't just for the pros, it's for you too. Go to atlashealthcenter.net to get started. That's atlashealthcenter.net. Ballers fans, tired of pain hindering your summer plans? Make sports acupuncture a part of your health care. Specializing in sports medicine, Dr. Tyler effectively addresses ailments with same-day results. Increase mobility, maintain agility, feel stronger, relax, and pain-free. Whether you're training for a marathon or wanting to get back to the gym, do the activities you love without hesitation. Schedule an appointment today at Sage Against the Disease Acupuncture in Oakland. Heading to or from Alameda, the Oakland Alameda Access Project, led by Caltrans, is improving connections between
It's our final home stand of the first half, and things get underway tonight with the Modesto Roadsters in game 43 of our 96-game season, back live at Raimondi Park after a week all around the state of California. Well, at least Gareth was all around the state of California, Tyler Peterson, me. I've been at home watching the games. Gareth, you were there, and the Ballers dropped 5 of 6. They played a couple of close contests. Obviously, they are out of this playoff race now, but we've seen a couple new names come in. We saw a couple better performances. I think one of the better things we've seen, some of the individual performances maybe out of the bullpen. What were your thoughts on what was, let's say, a bad road trip? What were the good signs?
Well, you look at the 5 losses, but 2 of them were decided by just 1 run. And then another one of those losses, it was a 1-run game until the 8th inning. So you look at it, and Oakland played competitive baseball for 3 out of those 5 games that didn't go their way. And hey, maybe you're a pitch away from ending up on the other side of that game against Long Beach or Modesto. So I think, like you said, there's guys coming in, guys that we've seen that are taking steps in the right direction. The starting pitching has looked better as of late. The bullpen has looked better as of late. And now it's just time to string all together those pieces as you look towards a second half push in this season.
Well, we'll talk about a little bit of a first half retrospective and what we are going to look for in that second half after this break. It's the first of 3 against Modesto here from Raimondi Park. The Ballers pregame show continues after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for a celebration of Oakland's immigrant communities and the cultures that make the city thrive. Tonight's game features the Modesto Roadsters and your Oakland Ballers. Please note, pioneering rules state that only players, coaches, umpires, and those allowed access by Ballers management are to be on the field during the game. Fans, please refrain from walking, sitting, running, or playing near the dugouts, as this is strictly prohibited. For your safety, please be alert at all times while you're in Raimondi Park, as bats, balls, and even a player or 2 may fly into the stands at any time. Be alert, be safe, and notify staff members in case of a medical emergency. Please note, no smoking is allowed anywhere on the grounds of Raimondi Park. Any violation of such rules will be enforced to the fullest extent, including removal from the stadium. There's absolutely no food or beverage carry-ins allowed, and all events at Raimondi Park have a no re-entry policy. Please help us keep this ballpark a family-fun environment. We would like each and every experience to be a pleasant one. Please treat your fellow fans with respect and courtesy so we may all enjoy Ballers Championship Baseball. And finally, Fans assume all risk and danger incidental to today's event, including before, during, and after the game. This includes, but is not limited to, the danger of being injured.
Welcome back to Raimondi Park. Tyler Peterson and Gareth Kwok on the Ballers pregame show. Well, for Oakland, with 5 of 6 losses on their last road trip, their record is now 17-25. The most important number there, the 25 losses. That means in a 48-game first half, this will be their first losing half of their franchise history. 5 halves in 2.5 years of play, and a team that has had a lot of success, and especially historic success last year, is a little bit lost. A little bit lost at the plate, a little bit lost defensively, a little bit lost on the mound. It really hasn't looked too great, and especially when you're comparing it against a season that is really an outlier among outliers, not just for the Pioneer League, but all of professional baseball, a lot of professional sports, period, to have a team that wins 73 of 96 games. I think what you can say is, number one, Gareth Kwok, that this is something that you'll always have. You can always enjoy it. It happened, but you certainly cannot draw anything from it, because I think if we think too much back on how great last year was, that you're not really going to pay attention to what maybe the problems are for this team this year, because this is a team that right now does have issues.
Yeah, and I mean, it's hard to repeat in this league with how much turnover there is, with the staff that's been brought along for this year, and there were certainly some bumps in the road those first couple of weeks trying to figure out what roles would be decided. And, you know, at one point we were just lucky if starters could get through 4 innings, right? If they got through 3, that was sort of the norm, unfortunately. But, you know, you're starting to see the last couple of weeks guys get into the 5th, give the bullpen a bit of a breather. The at-bats, I think, have stayed fairly consistent from mostly the mainstays, guys like Tremaine Comm and Jake Allgaier, who've continued from what they did last year. And when you play teams like Long Beach and Modesto a lot, you get to see what winning baseball looks like. It's a clean style of baseball. They pitch well, they play great defense, and then, you know, they hit. So it all comes down to just putting all those elements together if they want to make this second half push.
They are in 8th place in a 12-team league. That's bottom half, and it's bottom half by about 5 games. That middle of the pack Boise at 22-20. And there's a couple things you can blame. I will say part of it, and part of the problems with starting pitching, is that they started the year with a player getting picked up by Washington in Grant Manning, who would have been a starter. A pitcher in Frankie Volkers that was injured and didn't even report to camp. And then Ryan Rissis, who also is going to be a starter, is down with an arm injury before he throws the first pitch of camp. So right there, that's 3 men in your rotation that you all of a sudden have to go, well, I guess Bautista can start on Wednesday, and you're kind of scrambling in spring training a little bit to figure it out. Gabe Tanner, of course, goes away, and, well, I can tell you that tonight's starting pitcher, as we look at our 2 pitchers brewing matchup, is going to be a man who has been with the team the whole year, Charlie Hurley, and a guy who we had hoped would have had a lot better ERA than that. Let's not just look at earned run average, though, because a lot of the good that Charlie has done has come post-hamstring injury. But this is the time now, a week before the second half, where you want to get things rolling.
For sure, and like you said, since the hamstring injury, he's gone 5 innings or more in 3 of his last 4 starts against Long Beach. Really just 1 bad inning where things kind of spiraled, and then otherwise he pitched like the Charlie Hurley that we've come to see. And against this Modesto team, too, got Raimondi a little bit. The home runs were hit those that first inning or so, and then figured things out. So this is a guy that's been pitching better as of late. He's got swing and miss stuff, and he's going to go against a guy that's right now arguably the best pitcher in the league, in Omar Serrano, who was just named the Pioneer League's Pitcher of the Month for the month of June. You look at that ERA, just 3.09, and he's undefeated.
8 starts, 51 strikeouts to only 15 walks. and batters are hitting just .250 against them. It all starts after this next break. So don't go anywhere on Ballers TV.
Okay, I think it is. Ready. Brandon Mason, home plate. Kate Clark, first. Harrison Silverman, third. If they think they're ready, Harrison Silverman. Those are the three umpires. Let us know if that's what I say. Yeah.
All right, folks, let's meet the umpires for tonight's game. Behind home plate, Brandon Hastings. At first base, Kate Clark. And at third base, Harrison Silverman.
Oh no!
They didn't say anything.
And now the lineup for Modesto. Leading off, the designated hitter, number 21, Osiris Johnson. Batting second, the third baseman, number 36, Max Andrick. Hitting third, the shortstop, number 1, Jacob Lajewski. The cleanup hitter, right fielder, number 7, Justin Boyd. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 11, Bryce Cannon. Hitting sixth, the left fielder, number 20, Kingston Liniak. Batting seventh, the center fielder, number 12, Tyler Williams. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 14, Harry Owen. And batting ninth, it's the beer batter. Second baseman, number 25, Logan Center. If Morgan strikes out, you get $5 beer. Roadsters for only $5 for the rest of that inning at the main concession stand. Remember the chant, we want beer. On the mound, the pitcher, number 8, Omar Serrano.
All right, Ballers fans, we're about to announce your hometown team. Now,
Just about ready for first pitch from Raimondi Park, and this is the last homestand of the first half. And as we know, the Ballers will not be going to the playoffs, at least not in a playoff spot in this first half. That will go very likely to both the Long Beach Coast and Billings Mustangs, who both can clinch spots tonight. Only 4 teams left alive, including these Modesto Roadsters. But by the slimmest of margins for Modesto, they would have to win 6, and the Mustangs would have to lose 6. So mathematically, yes, still possible, but not very likely. So Modesto, if the Ballers beat them tonight, will be eliminated from playoff contention or a Mustangs win. As for Long Beach, all they have to do is win 1 game. Glacier is holding on. They're 4.5 back of the Mustangs. But if Glacier loses and Billings wins tonight, then you have your 2 first half teams in Long Beach and Billings. Now, who will finish 1 and 2? We will still have to see. Long Beach a half game up at 32-10. Billings at 31-10. They will not make up that game. Well, let's tell you about Oakland's starting lineup. Let's send it over to the PA address announcer, Mark Kahn.
It's now time to announce the starting lineup for your 2025 Pioneer League champion, Oakland Ballers. Leading off and playing shortstop, number 3, Tremaine Cobb. Batting second and playing center field, number 9, Isai Santos. Batting third, it's the designated hitter, number 18, Jaden Kawara. The cleanup hitter, first baseman, number 16, Jeter Ibarra. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 30, Paul Winland. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 21, Cam Buford. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 27, Noah Blythe. Batting 8, behind the plate, number 40, Connor Smith. And batting 9, playing second base, number 8, Brendan O'Sullivan. On the mound, number 22, Charlie Hurley. Before we start today's game, we acknowledge that the land where the Oakland Ballers work, train, and play sits on the unceded ancestral homeland of the Ohlone in the territory of Huichin, encompassing regions throughout the greater East Bay area. We recognize we benefit from living and working on their traditional homeland, and we affirm their sovereign rights as First People. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise if able and remove your caps. Tonight's national anthem is being performed by Jet Ogoy.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streamed, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ready to go on this Tuesday evening. Here's the lineup for the 4th game in a row. JT Snow's lineup card for the Modesto Roadsters.
Well, when you score 20 runs on 22 hits, you don't have to change the lineup too much. Just one change from Sunday for JT Snow. That's Logan Sutter. He's going to be playing second base and batting 9th. B.Y. Choi is no longer on the team. He's heading back to Korea for the KBO tryouts.
And on the mound is Charlie Hurley. Now, Hurley has only allowed opponents average at 274. That's good. A problem that arose in last start was the hit by pitches. He now leads the team with 9. He's also allowed 10 home runs. So the guys aren't getting hits off of him, but when they do, they've been with men on and they've been loud.
Yeah, and I think the problem from that last start was just trying to rein in that sinker, and sometimes it can escape him a bit, and it did a little bit on that that last start on Wednesday against Long Beach. But you really take away the one crooked number against Long Beach in the 3rd, and he gave up the 3 runs in the 2nd and the 5th. So if he can just rein in that sinker a little bit better today, I think that'll be the key for him against this Modesto lineup.
We'll take a look at the defense now, and you'll see a couple of replacements on the infield because of how beat up right now some of the infielders are. Leahy and Allgaier both sustaining injuries in the last road trip.
Yeah, Allgaier with a hamstring issue while beating out an infield single, and then Leahy, who got hit in the hand by a pitch. But talking to Nick earlier today, he said he feels better, and hopefully we'll see him at some point later this week.
Let's take a look at our Caltrans keys to the game. Gareth, what do you got for us today?
Well, I think for Charlie Hurley, it's commanding the inside against these left-handed bats of Modesto. They teed off of him in the first inning the last time they were here, so if he can find a way to command the inside pitch against left-handed batters, that'll be one key. And then for the hitters against Omar Serrano, work the count. Serrano, who pitched very efficiently last time he faced Oakland, make him work against Oakland.
The first pitch, a strike. 94 on the inside at 6:37. Both teams in those black jerseys. Quick 0-2. It's been a cold day, 62 degrees. Had some overnight moisture. It will not be as hot as it was in Modesto this weekend. It's a late call of time.
Very late.
But granted. Your umpires, it's Brandon Hastings behind the plate, Kate Hart at first, and Harrison Silverman at third. Johnson at 387. 10 home runs, 42 driven in, and that is fouled at the plate. Johnson, then Handren and Lejewski. All the names that you've come to know. Since this is, again, you could consider it a 6-game series altogether. Working from the stretch. Chopped foul.
With Charlie, you'll see a 5-pitch mix, a fastball that sits in the low 90s, that one touching 93. He's got a sinker, slider, curveball, and changeup. The curveball looked good the last time we saw him in Long Beach.
Blocked by Smith. He's had a nice little introduction to his pro career behind the plate. He's looked pretty good and had his... Did he not have his first?
He did throw out a guy over the weekend.
Yes.
In Modesto.
Swung on and missed. Looked like the slider there in Johnson Case. I was going to say his first home run.
Oh, he did have his first home run.
All right, there it
that
is.
was on
yes, in Long Beach.
Tuesday in Long Beach, and then he threw out his first base runner. That was, I believe, on Sunday.
I was loving these lineup printouts, and then they just gave Connor Smith no stats.
Oh.
It is here, though.
Yeah.
As Handren takes ball 1.
How come it says 11 games he's only started in 1?
Yeah. Well, 429, 6 hits and 14 at-bats for Smith so far. Max Handren, the last time we saw him, he was trying to hit 5 home runs in a game. At least here at Raimondi, that is. He has 6 for the season and 11 doubles. That's hit right down the third base line. This could be extra bases. Cam is going to chase after it. Handren is going to have his 12th double of the year. And it comes with 1 out in the top of the first.
Now batting the shortstop.
We'd like to welcome those watching in the Central Valley. Or for those who made the drive out to Raimondi Park. Hello again, of course, to all of our Ballers fans watching along on Ballers TV. You got to hang out with Gareth for the last 6 days. He left me all alone. Here's Lejewski, who takes the ball high. Lejewski at 341, 6 home runs, 34 driven in. Played a nice shortstop. For Modesto is Buford. We'll have that on a line. And there's 2 away. Just maybe slightly in on the bat of Lejewski there. Pretty good looking pitch to hit, though.
For sure. Well, and with Modesto, I mean, you got a very formidable 1 through 6 between Johnson, Handren, Lejewski, and then Boyd, who's been a very patient bat for JT Snow to start out his first year in the Pioneer League.
This is popped up. Ibarra to have a look. but it's out of play. Patient to the tune of 34 walks to only 30 strikeouts. That's the second best ratio on the team to Bryce Cannon, who's walked 39 times and only struck out 28.
I mean, Cannon's been a baller's punisher, same with Liniak and with his power.
And they're on deck and in the hole respectively. Down the right field line, this will also get out of play, into the stands, and foul. That's Blythe tracking that ball down the right field line. I will say, Isai Santos in center field has really had a nice start to his life out there. Track balls very well in Long Beach and Modesto. 0-2 is in the air, on the infield. Cobb says it's his, and it is. A one-out double stranded at second, and no score heading to the bottom of the first on Ballers TV.
We're already hearing the scrappy cheers here. Let me introduce the best mascot in all of sports, Scrappy, the Rally Master. He's the best dancing mascot in all of sports, hands down. You hear that? They love you, Scrappy. Ballers fans, next inning, we're going to start our green and gold contest. Make sure you have your wristbands. We're going to start with a BART transportation race coming up in the next half inning.
Today's community spotlight is on Centro Legal de la Raza, a nonprofit based in Oakland providing bilingual legal services, education, and advocacy to protect the rights of immigrants, tenants, and workers across Northern California. Learn more about their impact on our community by visiting their website at centrolegal.org.
No score, the Ballers lineup brought to you by Rubenstein.
Trey Cobb had a big 4th of July, 3 extra base hits to lead Oakland to their first win of that road trip. And Jeter Ibarra, Tyler, he's hitting .500 over his last 8 games. Brendan O'Sullivan gets to start at second base with Leahy still nursing that hand injury.
Cobb stands in, a big factor in the lone win on that road trip. It was the Saturday contest. And then the rubber match was not very flexible at all. A 20-4 victory for Modesto. Lights are on here at Raimondi as the overcast skies, which we've really had all day, have not just not abated, but probably got a little bit more thick.
Yeah. It's like the first couple of weeks of the season.
Cobb toward right center field. Boyd got a good jump, and Boyd is going to make a nice catch. That thing had a little tail to it, and he had to make an over-the-head catch in deep right center field.
Well, Serrano throws a high fastball. Cobb stings it the other way, and maybe not the best route from Boyd, but he's got good speed to track that down at the warning track.
Here is Isai Santos. 3-11 for Isai. 12 doubles, 4 triples, which ties the Ballers record with Bugsy and Peyton Harden. Daryl Buggs. Raimondi with the exception of hitting a ball right down the right field line, is not a triple-friendly ballpark.
We have one on Sunday at Modern Woodman Field. That's a ballpark with deep alleys, left center, right center, and with Isai's speed, pretty easy 3 bags for him.
3-1. Isai this year, 23 walks to 28 strikeouts, which is, I'd say, only slightly worse than where he was last year. He did lead the team with bases on balls. Pretty nice swing, but it's a swing and a tip into the glove. I did see in Billings, who is having a nice start to his pro career, is Aaron Calhoun, who was injured in Ballers Camp. I believe he's thrown 6 games and has given up only 1 run out of the bullpen for the Mustangs, who are closing in on a playoff spot today. Here's the payoff. As Santos pulls the hands in and somehow got to that pitch. She probably chased ball 4. Another 3-2. The Ballers have their first base runner. That'll bring up Jaden Kalura, who's tonight's designated hitter. And this is something Oakland did a lot last year, which is playing both of their catchers in the lineup. If Tyler Lozano was catching, you often saw Dylan Tatum in that DH spot. And Lozano was sometimes catching as many as 4 games a week. And here, they've gone with Smith as the catcher, but you cannot take Kalura's bat out of the lineup right now. I say right now, but really ever is also a good word. 387, 10 doubles, 4 home runs, 22 RBI. He's walked more than he struck out. He's on base nearly half the time. Pitch changeup for strike 1. That's a good pitch for Serrano. And it's a reason why he's had such a hot start.
He's got 3 quality breaking pitches, a slider, curveball, changeup. Last time we saw him too, the fastball was lively from him.
It's a lefty front-loaded part of the lineup. Santos, Kalura, Ibarra, Winland. Of course, you can't take Trey out of his leadoff spot right now. A start and a stop from Santos at first. And Serrano, if Isai was going, he only stopped because he didn't get a good jump off of the long hold by Serrano on the mound. Two-one. There he goes. It's high, and the throw is in time. Lejiski applies the tag, and Santos is out. It was on a hop.
Did he tag him?
He got him on the backside, and it's a bang-bang play. The caught stealing goes 2-6. 2 outs for Kalura in a 3-1 count. Ball 4. Two outs now for Ibarra. His hot week has pushed up to 339 now. 15 doubles, 17 home runs, 45 driven in. Those are all team highs. And of course, where he is on that league leaderboard. Pitch changeup for strike 1. Toward left field, shallow, and it's going to be caught by Liniak for the final out. A couple of walks for the Ballers, nothing else. We go to the second, no score on Ballers TV.
Oakland Ballers fans to Monday Park. Avoid parking and other traffic hassles by taking part in the game. It's a great way to get out and about and enjoy all the Bay Area has to offer, like rooting for your bees. Visit bart.com/Bartable for other fun Bartable adventures and download the official Bart app to plan your trip. Down to you, Aubrey.
Thank you, Mark. Okay, it's time for the first installment of our green and gold contest, and it's the BART transportation race. Here are our contestants. We got Juliana, Jalen, and Yaziel. These two are Team Green, Yaziel is Team Gold, and I'm going to be Team Blue because I like blue. Okay, we are starting the race now. What you guys are going to do is help yell for your team. Okay, Team Green, let's hear it. Perfect. Yaziel, let's hear it for gold. Team Gold, we're going to need you to get a little louder. Let's see, Team Green. Winner is gold.
And gold leads 1-0. Remember, the winning team gets a special prize at the end of the game. Eyes up at the press box, everybody. Broadcasters Tyler and Garrett are throwing prizes.
Welcome back to the top of inning 2, our BART transportation race. And I wish we had the BART cars. We don't. We've got the little foam baseballs right now. That's all right. Bryce Cannon stands in a scoreless ball game as he swings through 93 for strike 1.
A little bit easier aerodynamically to get through this West Oakland breeze than the BART cars. Just a tad.
And the BART car kind of tumbles in the air.
Yeah.
And I guess you could sort of spin it and tunnel it out.
It's almost like you got to throw it like a football.
You almost do have to throw it like a football.
You got to put a little touch on it.
You could go a little tomahawk, maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Like an axe throwing.
Axe throwing, I like that one.
2-1. 3 fastballs to start out the at-bat to Cannon, batting .318. 8 and 34. Do you think he's ever seen the TV show?
Which one?
Cannon.
I don't think so.
Mark, have you ever seen Cannon? That's out of play. 2-2. That's a reference I shouldn't even know. What's the name of the actor? William Conrad as Cannon. Two. O'Sullivan, as it see it flatten out on him, but he stays with the baseball. And there's 1 out.
Next up, the left fielder, number 20, Kingston Liniak.
Now Kingston Liniak, their franchise player. 8 home runs, 38 driven in, batting .315. He likes playing at Raimondi Park, too. First pitch breaking ball in for strike 1. His multi-homer game that he had last time the Roadsters were here, he hit 3, and then it didn't seem very impressive when Handren hit 4. And a swing down at first base. I'm only joking. But I will say I was almost rooting for a Handren 5th home run when he came to that plate in the 9th inning. 1-2.
Well, that was just a 3-day home run derby for Modesto. 19 home runs hit here at Raimondi last time they were in town.
The 1-2 is hit deep to right field. This is tagged pretty well, and Blythe makes the catch. pushed down by the fog for out number 2.
Boy, it sure did, because it had the sound, it had the swing there as Liniak taking it to right center. But Noah Blight takes a great route and knows where he is, right up against that fence, and Raimondi holds it.
Two-handed catch as well. Love to see it. I was just watching some video of Ricky the other day with the swipe catch. I don't think you'll ever see that in the Pioneer League. I think that's a pretty good way to lose a roster spot if you start coming out with the swipe catch. This is Tyler Williams, the center fielder, who we know has a lot of power. 387, 4 home runs, 22 driven in. Fouls that away. The fight for a playoff spot in the second half for the Ballers will begin next week. Smith's ball. And that's good communication for a 3-up, 3-down inning as we head to the bottom of the second on Ballers TV.
Nice work. Nice work. Nice.
Just like your coverage.
We're Red Packet, your new ultimate style. Only we give you all 3. No price increases, 2-minute care, and all major networks for your best 5G coverage.
What's your ask?
$10.
You got a deal. Switch to Red Packet. Like me, your new ultimate cell phone.
Okay, I'm here in Stockton Town, and I know we say it all the time, but these are truly the shortest lines in the ballpark. You can get your cocktail over here. You can go to Mama's Boy's Pizza. Now, my personal favorite, we have a vegan Cholula dish over here with Danielle. Danielle, talk to me about this beautiful dish you're serving up.
Leading off for the Ballers, third baseman, number 30, Paul Wingland.
Heffernan Insurance Brokers has been helping people make smart decisions since day one, offering business insurance, personal home and auto, employee benefits, and retirement and wealth management. Make a smart decision for your business or family today. Visit Heffernan Insurance Brokers online at hefins.com.
Paul Winland takes a strike. Winland, who now with Oakland has 3 home runs and 11 RBI, got to exact a little bit of revenge on his old team this week. Big cut and a miss, 0-2. When you're hitting balls out of Blair Field, you know you've got it pretty good. It's a 3-pitch see ya for Serrano. Now, I'll get your eyewitness correspondent look at Blair Field. How does that field fit their team?
I think it still fits them well. I mean, when Jablonski is still hitting balls out left and right, Cuba Bess is hitting balls out left and right. I think it's a little bit more hitter-friendly than modern Woodman Field, so you can still have a chance to go opposite field like what Jeter Ibarra did the first game of the series. So it plays a little bit more, I think, in the middle between, let's say, Raimondi and Modesto, but you still got to hit it hard and hit it well.
Cam's taking 2 fastballs that he hasn't liked. Might see another fastball out there again. This time, he is forced to swing and foul it away. It's just good pitch calling. Hey, I'm catching some strikes on the outside. Let's head back right out there. Not that time. Buford, who's in left field tonight, hitting .277. 4 doubles, 6 home runs, and 24 driven in. Two walks allowed by Serrano in the first. Ballers still looking for that first hit. Fouled away again. Three against Modesto. All 6:35 starts, and then Yuba back in town on the weekend. Strike three called at the knees. Cam's going to use a challenge.
The call of the strike is being challenged.
After review of the Red Pocket Mobile Strike Zone challenge, the call is overturned to a ball. Oakland has 2 challenges remaining.
It is overturned to a ball, so 3 pitches that Buford didn't like in that at bat, and finally, he decided to tap the old helmet. It was a breaking ball, and it dipped a little too low. That's off the plate, and Buford works the walk.
Well, so far, 3 guys, or the 3 walks that we have seen from Santos, Calora, and Buford, they've all been 7 pitches or more. So they're working the count. It helps that they've all had prior history against Serrano, with this being his 3rd start against them. But this is how you want to see a guy that's was just named Pitcher of the Month in the Pioneer League.
Blythe hits that out of play. The second half is going to start. The Ballers will face Modesto 12 more times, I believe. They'll face Long Beach 9 more times. And I believe Yuba also 12 more times. Tell me if I'm right or wrong there.
Long Beach will be 12.
This is to right field, shallow. And Boyd will put it away. Long Beach will be 12.
9 on the road, and then 3 at home, that last homestand of the year.
Okay.
Modesto will be 12 times.
And then Yuba 12?
Yuba for 12.
Well, I got to say, there is some nice symmetry there. Red Pocket will be 6.
Yes.
And then I'm going to say it's 3 more with Missoula, I know, and Boise.
Yes.
Okay. Well, Oakland will have a shot, and they'll have to beat their rivals.
If you want to clinch a spot, you're going to have to beat the best. Long Beaches and Modesto, all things considered, they've had a very good first half.
Smith fouls it back. 5 games for Connor Smith, now behind the plate. 4 starts. 6 hits in his first 14 at-bats. He's doubled, homered, driven in 3. Hitting .429. He's down 0-2 to Serrano, though, and he is one player that has not seen this pitcher. Fastball high and away for strike 3. And they may have forgot how many outs there are. It's the end of the inning, and we move on to the 3rd. No score on Ballers TV.
Big-time wrestling stars, including heavyweight champion QT Marshall, defending his title against LJ Cleary. The battle will begin at 2:30 p.m. in Scrappy Town. You won't want to miss it.
All right, it's time for the Ice Cold Challenge presented by Big Time Wrestling. This Think you can beat that? All right, let's see it. Team Green, if you want Green to win, make some noise. Okay, Ice Cold Kenny gets to decide the winner. Who is it?
Team Gold.
Team Gold.
Score by lead, 2-0. Remember, the winning team gets a special prize at the end of the game. Leading off, catcher, number 14, Barry Owen.
Scoreless into the top of inning 3. Welcome back to Raimondi Park here in West Oakland. Not a city, just a direction. Tyler Peterson and Gareth Kwok with you. Owen, then Sutter, and Johnson, the top of the order here in the 3rd. There were a couple moves today that Oakland made, and the newest baller is a right-handed pitcher who just finished up his college career at Cal State Fullerton. That's Brock Mayer. Brock Mayer, a 6'1", 205 right-hander from Torrance, California. Is he available tonight? I'm not sure. He's here. He may not pitch in tonight's ball game. Now you ask me, okay, he's on the team. Well, who's gone? That is C.J. Blowers. C.J. Blowers is now a member of the Florence Yalls. The Ballers did a 4-player trade today. Blowers and a player to be named later were sent to Florence. They'll receive right-hander Ahmad Harajli and a player to be named later. In the air to center, Santos breaks in. This looks like it's O'Sullivan's ball. I mean Blythe, who puts it away. In a, what I want to call out a P9, but will be an F9. So Harajli is on his way. He's not here yet. The Ballers also yesterday traded for one of the top hitters in the Pioneer League. You can believe that. Demias Jimerson of the second best Billings Mustangs, who's currently hitting .422 in limited time, about 100 at bats, who's been injured this year, is on his way to Oakland. Traded for a player to be named later to Billings. So there's a lot of players we need to name later so far this season. Now those two players are inactive, of course, until they arrive in Oakland. Blythe thought about doing about 5 different things and then decided to play it on a hop, which is probably the safest route to go. You want to be sure of any action you make in the outfield. And a 1-out single is a heck of a lot better than a 1-out extra base hit.
Well, we're certainly excited to see how the new guys will fit into this team for the second half, but we also certainly send our best to C.J. Blowers now in Florence. And boy, we're going to miss him. And it was a pleasure watching him pitch on the mound and just fill up the zone and give teams a chance. And Oakland certainly did that every time he was on the mound.
Johnson just tried to hit a 5-run home run there. I mean, you want to talk about a spin. That was a vicious Beltre swing. Now, that's who he reminds me of.
He reminds you of Beltre more?
That reminds me of, is this stance, Mark Kahn, Adrian Beltre?
I see more Giancarlo with how closed he is. Maybe the bat, the waggle looks more like Beltre.
Maybe. I mean, listen, if I'm a professional hitter, there's no rule against swinging too hard. So go up there and take a big swing, young man.
To me, he's got the stance of a Giancarlo Stanton, but the follow-through of a Beltre. I mean, it's a...
Not too bad comps for you.
Like I said, just purely the stance. We're just talking the stance, talking the likenesses there. Osiris Johnson is his own player, but man, he takes a hardy hack every single time.
It's a 1-2 count. Hurley comes set with 5 on the clock. Nice block. Smith is going to have it shot at second, and it's late. It's a wild pitch. Sutter took off immediately, and it did bounce in front of Smith. Fielded it well, but it just got too far away from him. So it'll be a 2-2 count.
And that's a good read by Sutter, because as soon as he sees that ball in the dirt, he's running. Yeah, there's no hesitation. Otherwise, that's a closer play at second, given how strong Smith's arm is.
Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts for Hurley. Both have come against Johnson, and there's 2 away.
Now batting for third baseman, number 36, Max Andrew.
Well, Charlie is really filling up the strike zone early. The fastball command looks better than it was last week in Long Beach, and right now he's got the off-speed pitches working. The slider there on Johnson gets him on the outside.
Now Handren, who doubled off of Hurley down the third base line in the first. Far inside that time as Handren gets that elbow out of the way. Foul. Barely so. And now here comes Aaron Miles to talk to the home plate umpire. And the argument is did that ball go over the bat? And I don't know that Brandon Hastings at home. And let's see.
That bounce is fair, but
that's awfully close.
That is close.
Because check out where the ball bounced in front of the base. Yes, it was tailing. But it did bounce fair well up the line.
Yeah, how much of that ball is going to veer to the right of the bag when it bounced just a few feet away in front of it?
It's a strike, and it's 1-1. Now 2-1 as Hurley loosens that one out of his hand. Two one, 3-1. No score here in the third. Big cut and miss.
Yeah.
That's the fastball from Hurley, and Handren missed it.
Well, Handren has 6 home runs this year, and all 6 have come against the Ballers. Someone who's just owned them in the season series, hitting well over 400.
In the air to left field. It's down the line. It's into the corner. It's Cam Buford who puts it away. And we head to the bottom of the third, still scoreless on Ballers TV.
All right, Ballers fans, I want you to make some noise if you got your Scrappy of Liberty pin today. Well, we're here with Keela, and she is a season ticket holder and also a proud owner of almost every pin that has been released here at Monkey Park.
Yeah, and we're really trying to instill a pin trading culture. So if you have your Scrappy Liberty pins, you can come around and actually trade with us. But Keela has all of her pins, and she has some traders down here, so you can trade with her as well. But I have 2 pins I think you may not have. So this one is actually from the United Kingdom, from the UK 68. It says Oakland Ballers on it. And then this one is our Ernie Raimondi tribute pin. So I will trade you a possum pin for either one of these 2 pins. You can choose.
You choose. It is your choice.
This one is super rare, and you're the first person that's asked me about our pin trading culture, so I'm going to give it to you. But I do need this possum pin. I've been looking for this first one. I didn't grab it on the giveaway day.
That's a successful pin trade right there. All right, Hilo would like to trade with y'all if you guys have some extra pins. Also, we have some pins over at the merch booth as well. So check out what we got at the merch booth.
And I want to trade with you too. Come see me.
KC2.
It's now time for our Pacific Pipe climb to the top of the standings. It's a two-horse race. The Coast, a half game above Billings, both with a shot to clinch a playoff spot. Tonight's with a win. Modesto is eliminated with a loss, as would Glacier be if they lose and Billings wins. Here's Brendan O'Sullivan. It's a fastball for strike one. Sullivan at 250, no home runs, 3 RBI in limited time, 14 games. This is his 8th start now in 15 games. Fouls that back. You will see Oakland, of course, when they're adding, as they've done with guys like O'Sullivan and the catcher Smith, from the college ranks with seasons over. The draft for Major League Baseball will come and go this weekend. Lojiski charges and makes a nice play. And there's a lot of players who will be looking for places to play, so Oakland is certainly going to figure out how they want to approach roster construction when their record goes to 0-0 and they start all over next Tuesday in Long Beach.
That's right.
Trey Cobb flied to right field in his first AB. Ballers will also take a draft selection from the Pioneer League mid-season tryout camp, which will occur up at Bryant's Stadium in Yuba the weekend after this. And they're sending me as tribute to represent the club at that event. As we're playing a home game and all the coaches will be busy.
He didn't volunteer.
2-0. 3-0. It didn't have much room for negotiation,
Sure,
let's say.
sure. From District Oakland.
Cobb to center field. That's a base hit. And Oakland puts one up in the hit column. It's a one-out single. A green light for Trey Cobb on 3-0.
Last year it was in Ogden.
Last year it was in Ogden, and the more eagle-eyed or eagle-eared of Ballers fans from last year will remember that the Ballers selected 2 players in the midseason camp. Tommy Ventimiglia, who pitched for Oakland last year only during a trip to Colorado Springs. And Zach Blazik, who was in Oakland spring training this season. And who is putting together a nice little Pioneer League career with Great Falls. Santos, line drive, right field, base hits. Cobb will go first to third. Eastside wants 2. This is a nice throw from Boyd, but it's a little offline. Eastside doesn't wait around and flashes it past Cannon for a one-out double. And now a contact hitter to the plate.
Well, he's been extra base east side over the last couple of weeks, and right there, not hesitating, rounding first base, and that was a pretty darn good throw from Boyd in right field. But now you're in business against the reigning pitcher of the month in Omar Serrano, who gave up just 1 run the last time he faced Oakland.
His 25th extra base hit. Kalura trying to get a 3rd hit on 3 consecutive pitches, but he comes up empty. There's a lot that this team has to think about for this second half. Do they think they have a group of players now that could take them to the playoffs? Do they need to make adjustments in points of their roster? I think both are yes. In both areas you can say yes.
Two things can be true.
Just a matter of what decisions do you make? Do you trade a good player to get a good player? In play, and this will be the first run of the game. Allura grounds out. It's 1-0 Oakland. Cobb comes in to score, and Santos heads to third.
That's why he's been hitting third in the lineup more recently. Last several games. You get your table setters on at second and third, and then he's just going to put the ball in play and do a job. Productive out from Allura.
That'll bring up Ibarra, who lined out to left field in his first at bat. Big breaking ball for ball one. Only 45 pitches for Serrano, despite 3 walks, and now a multi-hit inning. Two-0. The Ballers, when they draft from Yuba's, or I should say the tryout being hosted by Yuba, do not have to add those players to their active roster. They only need to offer them a spring training invite. Cannon to the bag for the final out. The Ballers are on the board thanks to Allura's RBI ground out. 1-0 Oakland as we head to the fourth.
We're just getting this homestand started. Tomorrow it's dinner on the Ballers as we celebrate women in sports. And Thursday is 5:10 happy hour and disc golf. Friday we'll be using the Force and bringing out the drones for a Star Wars Night drone show. On Saturday we'll be headbanging and thrashing on Metal Night featuring an Immortalica block party. And on Sunday it's Zoo Day where kids run the bases and the whole team lines up for autographs. Nothing like a family day at Vermont Park.
In the late 1960s, there was a very small group of Latino law students at UC Berkeley School of Law, probably less than 10. They worked to organize and pressure the university to admit more Latino law students, and they were successful. In 1969, and part of it, because of their advocacy, there was the largest ever group of Latino law students admitted to UC Berkeley School of Law, including the very first Chicano law student, Silvia Ortiz, making a total of 19 Latino law students. Centro at the time, they thought it was just kind of an unserious activist organization. It was a big fight to get them to even approve it as a legal clinic within the school because they didn't think there was any academic value to doing the kind of work that Centro was doing at the time. So it was a struggle and it was a risk and it took a lot of courage.
I think Fruitvale is very rich in culture, but also very rich in people who may have needs that where they can't get to downtown Oakland, or they can't access something in, because they don't speak English or things like that, and Fruitvale is home. And I'm
Welcome back to Raimondi Park. Game one of this final homestand of the first half for your Ballers. And the fourth game of this 6-game home and home between Oakland and Raimondi. Oakland and Modesto. Why did I just say Raimondi? Gareth Kwok, Tyler Peterson, Charlie Hurley has pitched 3 innings thus far. He faces Jacob Lejiski. Shortstop lined out to left in his first at-bat. 0-1. 47 pitches through the first 3 for Charlie. Modesto won 2 of 3 over 4th of July weekend. Second visit to Oakland this season. Off the end of the bat, Santos doesn't have to move too much. 1 down.
Now batting the right fielder, number 7, Justin Boyd.
Justin Boyd, the batter. Hurley last faced Modesto June 19th back here at home on our Juneteenth celebration. Six innings, 4 runs allowed. All 4 were in the first inning. With 2 walks and 3 strikeouts, Oakland would win that game on a walk-off homer from Tremaine Cobb. Boyd popped out to short in his first at-bat. 3-0. Early, the 24-year-old from Sacramento finds the strike zone here. Former Cubs minor leaguer. Ripped to left, but right at Buford. 2 outs for Cannon. Game's been active out there in left field today.
Yeah, 2 balls ripped right at him, and then a ball that not easy into the corner, very high, and you kind of hope that it stops traveling after a while.
Well, sometimes you fear that you're going to overrun the baseball too on a when you have to travel that far. And he's looked better and better with more and more reps now that his arm's feeling better. There's a check swing, and yes, Cannon went around. 1 ball, 1 strike. One and one on Cannon. High. 2-1. Miles Beal, the other outfielder on the roster, who just joined over the weekend in Modesto from the Schaumburg Boomers. Will eventually make his home debut this week.
Yeah, if any of you are not following along with the Road Series, TJ McKenzie was traded to the Red Pocket Mobiles. We'll get to see him at the end of the month. And then Beal came in from the Boomers.
He got him swinging. 3 strikeouts for Charlie Hurley and 4 scoreless in the books for the right-hander. 1-0 Ballers as we go to the bottom of the 4th on Ballers TV.
Okay, Ballers fans, it's time for the next edition of our Green and Gold contest. I think Gold has a 2-score lead right now. Now, one of our theme nights coming up on Thursday is called Disc Around and Find Out. Disc golf. We're going to have one big Ramundi Park Ride disc golf contest. In order to warm up, we are going to play disc golf over here. Our contestants are Mason and Luke. They're both going to be given discs. They're going to throw it in. Best of 3 is going to be our winner. Green is first. That's Luke. Just a little wide. There we go. Gold 1, green 0. That's all right. Keep trying. Oh, that was close. That was close. 2 gold. You got it, Luke. Let's try again, Luke. A little harder. Put some thrust into it. We got it. We have some time. We'll give it maybe 15 more seconds. There we go. Gold is our winner. And the other gold bracelet makes some noise.
Gold turning this into a runaway up 3-0. Come on, Green, get off the snide. for the Ballers, third baseman, number 30, Paul Wingrad.
Home half of the fourth. Oakland leads 1-0 against Modesto. Paul Wendland, Cam Buford, and Noah Blythe to lead off against Omar Serrano, the reigning Pioneer League Pitcher of the Month for the month of June. Wendland struck out on 3 pitches his first time around. Just grabs the outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a changeup right now from Serrano. Wendland is not picking it up. 1-2.
Got this 3-0.
Got that changeup, slider, and the curveball. He's been one of the best in the league thus far. And he gets him here. Third strikeout for Serrano, 1 away. Time now for our Columbia Bank. Take it to the bank. Tyler, I know you've been holding this one for a little bit.
Well, I'm going to motivate you today because I would say do not let, if you are a novice at something, do not let that get in the way of your enjoyment. If you're bad at golf, so what? If you enjoy it, get out there. If you don't know how to taste wine correctly, who cares? Drink it. Enjoy yourself. That's what matters in life. Don't give in to the peer pressures around you. You can take that to the bank.
Can I hire you to be my psychologist or my psychiatrist?
I'm 30 an hour on retainer.
Okay. We'll make it work. We'll negotiate. 1 ball, 1 strike on Buford.
Life's too short. Everything's temporary. Enjoy yourself.
Hey, I will pop open that bottle of wine.
Just saying. Sometimes you think, oh, you know, I don't really know how to do it right. Do it your way.
3 balls and a strike.
I suck at golf, but I love going out there. I take the golf cart when my more serious friends walk it. I want to drive the golf cart. Driving it is just as much fun as hitting my 6-iron out of the fairway.
There's something very therapeutic about being out there on the course. Three and 2 on Cam. He drew a walk in his first plate appearance. The payoff pitch from Serrano. That is ripped to left and potentially extra bases. Buford on his horse, and he's got a 1-out double.
That's one of the very few mistakes Serrano's made so far. Now, he gave up 2 hits in the previous inning. One was a 3-0 fastball to Cobb. One was a double to Isai Santos. It really was not a bad pitch, but that time a 3-2 hanger and just did not get the snap on the breaking ball he was looking for. And Cam has a 1-out double.
Serrano does not make too many mistakes, and he is someone that regularly goes deep into games. In his last 3 starts, he has gone 7 innings, including a 7-inning scoreless performance against Yuba last week. And then the start before that, 7 innings, just 1 run allowed against Oakland with 6 strikeouts. Maybe 3rd time's a charm against him. 1-0. 2-0 on Blythe. Blythe flied out to right, first time around.
take a big swing here.
Didn't want to challenge him, though. And it's 3 of them. Connor Smith on deck for the Ballers. Light takes all the way, and it's high. 4th walk issued by Serrano, and 2nd and 1st, 1 down for the Rook.
I'm wondering now in 8 starts if that's the most walks he's given up this year, and it's going to be awfully close. Too bad walks aren't listed as an entry on Presto when you're going through game logs.
That might have been a take it to the bank.
Oh,
right there.
Yeah.
Both of us can commiserate. Here's Smith. Popped up. Strike 1. Like, I don't need strikeouts per 9 for a game log. Just give me the walks, please. I don't need the game ERA for that. Just give me the walks. Hit hard to right, but Boyd is there. Buford's going to tag. Here's the throw from Boyd. It's cut off, and then the relay just late.
Well, that was great from Cam, who started to take a few steps, sprinted back to the bag, and was very ready to take off and head to 3rd. So that's some good base running.
And Boyd got rid of that ball pretty quickly to the infield. Strong relay throw, just a hair late. Let's see if the 9-hitter O'Sullivan can do a job here. Come out with the big 2-out hit. Coming into the day, hitting .250 for the rookie out of the University of the Pacific. Light is at first. 2 down.
It's 2 steals for Blythe on the year, and he didn't have a ton in the short time at Nevada. But he did have extra bases. He had double digits, that's the word I'm looking for, in steals at Hawaii Pacific.
1 ball and 1 strike. Ballers lead 1-0 after the RBI ground out hit by Calora in the 3rd. Rolled to 3rd. Handren's throw is low and dug out by Cannon to end the inning. So the first baseman bails out Handren there, and Oakland strands men on the corners in the 4th. 5th inning coming up. It's 1-0 Oakland on Ballers TV.
Trivia. We have 3 questions for you, and we need you Ballers fans to yell out the correct answer. Okay, so the first question is, how many different languages are spoken by Oakland residents? Is it 125? It's what percentage of Oaklanders were born outside of the U.S.? There we go. 17.6, 20.2, 27.3, or 30.1. What's your answer? I'm hearing C. I'm hearing a lot of C's. Is that correct? It is! Okay, next question. Which award did Oakland native David Diggs not win for his work in Hamilton? A Tony Award, a Grammy, Academy Award, an Oscar, or the Theater World Award? A? Is it A? I think it's C, an Academy Award, an Oscar. Final question. Oakland's Chinatown, one of the first in America, was founded how many years ago? Oakland's Chinatown, 124, 176, 199, and 250. The answer is 176.
Fifth inning here in Oakland. Ballers lead 1-0 on the Roadsters. Gareth Kwok, Tyler Peterson, Charlie Hurley will face Kingston Liniak, the 6-hitter for Modesto, in a 1-0 ball game. Ballers trying to start out this final homestand of the first half on the right foot. It's 1-0. .60 pitches on the night for Hurley. Liniak flied out to right in his first at-bat. Former Tigers draft pick back in 2018. As Tyler had mentioned earlier, he's Modesto's franchise player. Right back at to Charlie. And there's one away.
He is just one of 3 from the 90s club on the team.
1999.
Oh no.
Huh?
Oh no. Now that CJ's gone today,
Uh-oh.
every single player on the Ballers has now been born in the year 2000 or later.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
I guess 2000 or earlier. 2000 or
Later?
more recently.
Yeah.
Which is upsetting. Because my first year, we had 2 95ers on the squad on opening day, and those were my boys. So.
Well, you got some cushion. I barely snuck in the 90s club.
And we only have 2 guys who were born in the year 2000. Come on now.
Left center field. Does Santos have room? The wind is going to knock it down. Teresa. 2 outs. It's still crazy seeing 2005 next to Langston Burkett's name.
Yeah.
Or these new crop of draft picks that are soon to be drafted this weekend that are like, what, 07 or 08?
When Burkett signed with the Ballers, he couldn't drink. When they signed him in March.
Yeah.
Or February, whenever it was. And that's a guy who's already been in a major league system for a couple of years.
Down to rookie ball at Peoria, where the Padres complex is.
Did you ever make your way down there?
I watched a couple games out there in Peoria.
I worked a few in our sports photography class. I believe it's also called Marysville for the Brewers.
Shallow left, Cobb, the shortstop, takes charge. And the inning is over. Halfway home here in West Oakland. It's 1-0 Ballers on Ballers TV.
Downtown San Diego, we don't just tattoo people, we change lives. For instance, we have 5. His name's Chip. Before coming to Pastime Tattoo, his life was a mess. He was drinking too much, life left him, he was hanging around the wrong crowd, getting in trouble with the law. But then he started coming to Pastime Tattoo, getting tattooed all the time. And now, well, I mean, he still has all those problems, but he looks a whole lot cooler while he's dealing with them.
You too can have your life changed for the better. Come to Pastime Tattoo, 1394 East 14th Street, downtown San Diego. Open noon to 8 daily.
All right, the bullpen's got a couple dogs in hand. That can only mean one thing in time for the Merrimack Hot Dog Toys. All right, all the hot dogs may be gone from the bullpen, but
Halfway home here in Oakland, Ballers hold a 1-0 lead. Charlie Hurley, 5 scoreless in the books for the Sacramento native and Jermaine Cobb. And top of the lineup will hope to cushion this lead against Serrano. Cobb is 1 for 2 with a single in the third. Watch out. Ball 1 up and in. During the break, we were figuring out, is it Marysville, Marysvale for the Brewers spring training facility? After further research, Maryvale, just one, or no S.
Maryvale, I snapped some shots of a Brewers Reds game there in
Did you?
2016. Ugh.
1 and 2.
Of course, I spent a lot of my childhood at Scottsdale Stadium. I've golfed at the Top Golf at Talking Stick, but I've never been at the actual ballpark. I've walked through the casino as well.
Yeah.
I won some good money on a pennies machine there. I think
Did
I won
you?
about $200 on a penny machine.
Wow, that's pretty good. Breaking it in on the penny slots. 3 and 2. The only one that's really out of the way, it's a bit of a hassle in that area, is Surprise.
At Cleveland Indians, when I went and visited that, and did they share it with someone? Did they share it with Cincinnati?
Well, that's in Goodyear, isn't it?
Oh, I'm thinking of Goodyear.
You're thinking
Excuse me.
Goodyear.
I'm thinking of Goodyear.
Goodyear's also a little bit out of the way. Nice work by Cobb to draw the walk, which is the 5th allowed by Serrano.
The pitching, the pitch count for Serrano is still low, which means he's been getting some quick, easy outs. But to walk 5 is, it's hard to say he's off his game when he's allowed 3 hits and a run, which would get you a win 9 out of 7 nights on the week.
Runner goes. Pitch is high, throw down, and Cobb is safe. 21 stolen bases for Trey Cobb.
Well, he got a great jump, too, and just did not wait for anything else to happen. He made it happen himself, and right now, the margins are slim. That's a big play. Don't be surprised if Cobb tries to time up Serrano again.
Popped up behind the plates and out of play. Well, anytime you can steal an extra 90 feet, get into scoring position against a guy like Serrano, who could be pitching Cobb a little bit more carefully.
He had him in a 1-2 count and lost him on 3 consecutive balls.
Fouled away.
Oh, this is a get him over, get him in for Santos now. You've got a runner at second with nobody out. You've got to come up with something that either gets Cobb to third or gets you on base. And he's had 2 good plate appearances so far, a walk and a double.
Second baseman Sutter is protecting the hole. And he fights it off. Three games this week against Modesto, 3 games over the weekend against Yuba Sutter. Right here at Raimondi Park. This will get the runner over as Sutter throws out Santos, but Cobb's now at third.
All right, he'll get some high fives and handshakes back in that dugout. That's exactly what you're looking for. And now you've got a guy in Jaden Kalura who just does put the ball in play. He's got the lone RBI on the night. It was an RBI ground out, and it looks like JT Snow's going to play him exactly the same way he was played back in the third and leave his infield back.
Not even the corners are playing halfway, so they'll trade the out for a run here. Unless it's hit like a bullet right at the corner infielders.
It's got to be pretty much right at Serrano. I think even Cobb is coming home if there's a ball hits a Handren or Cannon.
Yeah.
I mean, Cannon is deep at first.
And Cannon's like, here, just if you hit it to me, I'm just going to take it to first base. One ball, one strike.
That's a really good take from Kalura there, too.
Fouled down the first base line. Well, now Serrano's going for the strikeout.
Well, that's the idea from Kalura. Just get that bat on it, and he's got an entire infield to shoot for.
Doesn't have to be a pretty swing. One, two. How about a base hit to right center? He's driven in both runs tonight. Jaden Kalura gives Oakland a 2-0 lead.
It's a really nice pitch from Serrano, who comes in right on the corner to Kalura, but he just brings the hands in and floats that ball into right center field. And if you're going to bat one of your catchers as a DH, you're batting him because you believe in that bat. Kalura is the best hitter on the team, and it's exactly what they're looking for.
Ibarra into the gap. Kalura on the run. He will advance to third. It's a long single for Ibarra. And on the corners, with one down for Paul Wendland.
That's great recognition from Liniak, who's able to cut that ball off. And because he cuts it off, that keeps Ibarra at first. The other thing that keeps Ibarra at first is that Liniak looks and sees what the situation is, throws it into second base, and at the very least, now for Serrano, he can still get out of this on a ground ball.
And Oakland, during the road trip, grounded into a ton of double plays. We're very susceptible over the road trip. One ball, no strikes on Paul. 18 double plays last week.
Ridiculous.
Yeah. Two and 0.
This is some good recognition from Wendland, who gets two fastballs that are not necessarily close to the strike zone, but you know, driver's seat now, 2-0.
2-0 pitch to Wendland. High.
Well, no need to be shy now if you're Wendland. You may get a fastball. If you do, swing as hard as you can. If they're going to throw a 3-0 changeup, let them.
Loves hitting at this ballpark. He takes all the way, and it's high. They are loaded up for Cam Buford. 6 walks now issued by Serrano, and there's still only 1 out.
The thing that Serrano's been good at today, though, is only 1 of those 6 walks has scored so far. This will be a short chat, and he's a guy that has not dealt with too much traffic in his career yet. His batting average against is only at 250. He's only walked 15 batters and hit 1. He has not yet thrown a wild pitch in 46 2/3 innings.
Wow.
And now here's pitching coach Alex Leach to have a quick word now with him.
Well, this is a guy, too. He was a former first-team Mountain West all-conference selection back at San Diego State. Last year, though, was a bit of a rough season for him with the Aztecs, the second most hits allowed in the conference in 2025. But he has the stuff, has the makeup of a professional pitcher, and now this is a tight spot for him. With the bases loaded, 1 out, Oakland trying to put up a crooked number here in the 5th. Calora's at third, Ibarra at second, and Wendland at first. Serrano will pitch out of the wine. Fly ball, right field. Boyd underneath, gets a head start. Here comes Calora, throw to the plate, on target, and they got him. That was a phenomenal throw from Justin Boyd in right field. On the money to Owen. And the Ballers settle for just 1 run here in the 5th. 2-0 Ballers lead as we go to the 6th on Ballers TV.
All right, Ballers fans, it's time for Knocker Baller Knockout Green Big versus Gold Edition. In gold, we have Charlie, Green. No, Green is Charlie. Anyway, it doesn't matter their name because we're just looking at the color of their jersey. Okay, we are going to run it together 3 times. Best of 3 is going to be our winner. Are you guys ready? Okay, 3, 2, 1, go! Okay, reset. We're gonna need a little bit more momentum out of the 2 of you, okay? A little more momentum. Ready? 3, 2, 1, charge! Go, 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 go! There we go. We got 1. 1 for Team Gold. We're resetting. Okay, you got 1 more in you, Team Gold or Team Green? Okay. 3, 2, 1, go! Charge! Come on! Okay, Gold is gonna be our winner. Team Gold. That's Anthony.
And Gold now leading score 0. If Gold can hang on to this tight lead, they will get a special prize at the end of the game. Leading off from Modesto, it's the beer batter. Logan Sutter. Logan strikes out. $5
Ballers double their lead on the RBI single from Jaden Calora, 2-0 as we head to the 6th. Charlie Hurley still in the ball game. It's Sutter, Johnson, and Handren, 9, 1, and 2 for Modesto. Efficient 70 pitches thus far for Hurley. 2 balls and no strikes on Sutter. As one of the 2 Modesto hits today. Just 2 base runners allowed by Hurley. Three balls and a strike. Hurley trying to make it a third 6-inning start of the season for him.
All fastballs in this at bat so far.
Logan Sutter, the former South Carolina Gamecock, just finished up his college career over in Columbia. 3-2, struck him out. 4 strikeouts for Charlie Hurley. And the last 9 in a row set down by the right-hander.
6 fastballs, all 90 to 91. And I, if anything else, don't think Logan Sutter was expecting that kind of at bat. I don't think Johnson's going to start with a fastball.
Also, first time that Hurley and Smith are working together this year. As Smith continues to adjust and make himself more comfortable with this team. Connor Smith was telling me that Charlie Hurley was one of the first guys to greet him in the clubhouse when he arrived last homestand. And has been a big reason why he's gotten settled in his rookie year. Chemistry has looked good thus far on this Tuesday. Three and one on Osiris Johnson. Former second rounder, drafted by Miami. And there's a first walk issued by Hurley today.
I think we're going to see a little battle now. Johnson, who now has more steals than Tremaine Cobb, 23. May see him go at some point, and we're going to see that good arm of Smith.
Here is Handren. Well, the first runner that Connor Smith threw out during that weekend in Modesto was Osiris Johnson, who was at first base. Does he want to get a little get back on it? Good changeup from Hurley. Based off the first couple of leads that Johnson has taken, it's not a very aggressive lead. Another good changeup from Hurley.
Not throwing anything else right now. I'd even go a little bit farther down below Handren's bat with another changeup. It may give Johnson a jump if he wants to go, but those last two swings were both off balance.
That one inside. 2-2.
.85 pitches for him now, which is okay. It's definitely on track.
And he got him on a curve. And Handren looked foolish there. 5 strikeouts for Hurley. And there's 2 away.
That was almost like, all right, well, fastball or changeup, fastball or changeup. Oh, I forgot about that one.
He's had the off-speed working today. Now it's Lejiski. 0-1.
Starting to see some action, some calisthenics at least in the Ballers bullpen. Just to try to get people loose on a cold night.
Check swing, appeal. Kate Hart says no swing. Well, Oakland used 5 relievers on Sunday, but with the off day yesterday, most of the bullpen should be good to go for the start of the week. Two and one on Lejiski, who can turn on the fastball if you give him one in his wheelhouse. Top 10 in the league in hits. That's off the end of the bat, and it's 2-2. Justin Boyd to follow. And Lejiski somehow got a piece. This will be pitch number 92 for Hurley today. Right-hander trying to complete a bounce-back start. 2-2. On the ground, Cobb goes to second. And Charlie Hurley starts out this homestand with 6 scoreless innings against Modesto. Bottom 6 coming up. 2-0 Ballers here on Ballers TV.
All right, I got the correct questions in my hand now, but they're going to be up on the board, so it'll be easier. More immigration trivia questions. Here's 3 more questions for you. If you know the answer, yell them out. Okay, first question. How many different languages are spoken by Oakland residents? Is it 125, 100, 140, or 95? A, B, C, or D? Is it A? It is A. Here's the next one. Oakland is known for having many restaurants featuring cuisine from which East African country? Is it Kenya, Somalia, Tanzania, or Ethiopia? The answer is Ethiopia. Final question. Which Oakland neighborhood is known for its vibrant Latino community and Dia de los Muertos celebrations? Rockridge, Montclair, Fruitvale, or West Oakland? The answer is C, Fruitvale. Thanks, Ballers, for participating in immigration trivia.
Leading off for the Ballers, the right fielder, number 27.
Bottom 6, Ballers lead 2-0. Time now for our out-of-town scoreboard update across the Pioneer League as all teams are beginning this final week of the first half. The Red Pocket Mobiles on the road versus Billings, and they lead 7-3. We have a pitch timer violation on Blythe as he did not get into the box and make himself alert in time. So the count will start 0-1 on the Ballers right fielder. Red Pocket leads 7-3 on Billings in the top of the 9th. Here this is fly to right. Boyd drifts back and puts it away. 1 down for Connor Smith. Ogden and Glacier tied at 9 in the last of the 7th. Missoula leads 11-6 on Boise in the top of the 6th. Great Falls ahead 12-7 on Idaho Falls in the bottom of the 5th. And Long Beach a 6-4 lead on Yuba Sutter in the bottom of the 5th. Smith today is 0 for 2. He struck out looking and lined out to right. Quick 0-2 on the rookie.
He'll challenge.
And he wants to challenge.
Call to strike, spin challenge.
After review of the Red Pocket Mobile Strike Zone challenge, the pitch is overturned to a ball. Oakland has 2 challenges remaining.
Well, Oakland's 2 for 2 with their challenges so far today. I don't think Modesto has used one yet.
They have not.
So 2 challenges remaining for both sides. One and 2. So if that Long Beach result holds, that will officially scan their ticket. I don't think it's punch. you don't punch your ticket anymore now. You scan your ticket to the Pioneer League postseason. We got to get with the times here, man.
I refuse.
I do say I will miss.
Give me my stub.
Yeah, no, I miss the days of the physical ticket stubs.
Digital tickets suck, except ours. Ours are great.
Yes. I think I still have a lot of my physical ticket stubs back at home.
I've got the ticket from Matt Cain's perfect game that I have. I had the ticket from World Series that I went to. Physically, I have them, you know, and you just don't get that.
3-2. And he got him looking. And
I don't know about this.
Rookie's going to use one more challenge here.
This is really risky.
Okay, mobile strike zone challenge. The call is overturned to a ball. Oakland has 2 challenges remaining.
Smith, I think, was walking back to the dugout. Instead, he'll walk to first.
Was that just a reactionary, like, you know, I'll tap the helmet and then realized, uh-oh, what did I just do?
Well, I'm looking at it. It was a ball below the zone, so that's good recognition from the catcher, who I thought was froze on strike 3.
Well, if there's anyone on the team who should know Brandon Hastings' zone the best, it should be Connor Smith. No balls in the strike.
Well, that's the 7th walk now for the pitcher Serrano, which I have to believe will be his season high for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
With the way he's pitching, excuse me.
Oh, we got a challenge here from Owen.
After review of the red pocket mobile strike zone challenge, the call is overturned to a strike. Modesto has 2 challenges remaining.
Well, Brandon Hastings now can't catch a break in this inning.
No, he can't.
And that was half in, half out at the bottom of the zone, according to the not super official TrackMan box that displays on my screen.
0-2 on O'Sullivan. Well, I'm just wondering when will the day come where they make media credentials all digital? I mean, you collect your credentials? Have you collected your credentials?
I do. They're hanging on a push pin in my room.
Okay.
It's a good collection of credentials from my college and professional life that I think is a fun little scrapbook.
Oh yeah.
Or just to, you know, walk down memory lane.
Oh, when it's all said and done, right? Frame them up, or you can always hang them up.
When you hang them up.
All right, what's that toss there?
That is, there's 1 second left on the pitch clock. I might as well throw it over.
Doesn't even warrant a letter grade.
It's an incomplete as far as I'm concerned.
NA. And O'Sullivan goes down swinging for the 4th strikeout for Serrano.
It's now time for our AC Transit Road to the Show. 2 former ballers in action tonight. It was a 1-for-5 day for Dante Stewart in High A Jersey Shore, as JT Snow comes out, possibly to make a change. And making his Fredericksburg debut, Adam Bogosian with 2 scoreless innings.
Hey now, about time. Bogo, and when's the milkman? Noah Milliken going to make his single A debut? He's been tearing up rookie ball. Oh, JT Snow's going to leave Serrano in.
It's a vote of confidence from your manager there.
They do have a lefty warming up in the bullpen, and it looks like Johan Castillo is the lefty warming up. I think that was more of just a check-in, like, hey, how we feeling?
Yeah, I think 105 pitches, you got to figure out. The conversation probably was, hey, Skip, I've got 1 inning left. JT sees the 105, comes out, hey, how much more do you got?
And if you're Serrano, and he's trying to finish out 6 in this game. He heads out to face Cobb for a 4th time, excuse me. 1 ball, 1 strike. Trey has reached base twice, a single and a walk, and 2 runs scored. Now Cobb wants to use a challenge.
After review of the red pocket mobile strike zone challenge, the pitch is overturned to a ball. Oakland has 2 challenges remaining.
Well, if it's a ball by less than 1/10 of an inch because it is right underneath that black line. And I think Cobb slightly lucky there. It's very hard to tell.
Yeah, by millimeters. Oakland is 4 for 4 on challenges tonight. 2-1. Popped up. Does Cannon have room? No, he does not. And it's 2-2. Well, with Santos dude up, Serrano is just going to air it out. Let everything fly here. This very well could be his last batter of the day. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2-0 Oakland. Skips by Owen, and that allows Smith to advance on what is being ruled as a wild pitch.
Which would make it the first professional wild pitch of Serrano's career.
Yes. 7 walks, a wild pitch.
And he's given up a whole 2 runs.
Three-two pitch. Cobb, we'll see another. There's a reason why he's been the pitcher of the month. And he's been off to such a good start. Despite the 7 walks, despite the first wild pitch of the year from Serrano. This is playable for the first baseman Cannon, and the inning is over. Omar Serrano, a quality start, just 2 runs allowed in 6 innings for the right-hander, and we go to the 7th with Oakland ahead 2-0 on Ballers TV.
This is your last call for all alcohol and concessions. Alcohol and concession sales will end at the first pitch of the 8th inning. So plan accordingly to get a cold drink and some delicious food.
Alcohol and concessions are closing. So is the merch booth. This is your last chance to come to the merch booth. Now, we have these brand new Little Turtles hats. This is fresh off the box. And these two, these are the lanyards where you can collect all of your pins. So if you're just starting your new pin collection, we have the Bees lanyard. We also have more Bees and a Scrappy lanyard as well. Lots of other great stuff. Come on and check out the merch booth before they close so you can get decked out in your new Ballers gear. And we'll see you back at Ramundi Park in that gear. Let's see it.
Taking a quick look at the out-of-town scoreboard. Ballers 2025 pitching stud Adam Bogosian made his debut for Fredericksburg in the Carolina League today. That's single-A affiliate for the Washington Nationals. 2 innings, 2 hits, no runs. Great job, Adam. Tonight's attendance 2,512. The Ballers leading off, the right fielder, number 7, Justin Boyd.
Top of inning 7, a 2-0 Oakland lead. Welcome back to Ballers TV. I'm Tyler Peterson alongside Gareth Kwok and you at home, whether that's in the East Bay, the Central Valley, or places elsewhere afar. The first pitch is down low to Justin Boyd. Bryce Cannon on deck. Kingston Liniak is in the hole. That trio all 0 for 2 today. Early fires in a pitch. It's his 94th of the contest as he's looking to try to get through 7 innings.
Which would be a season high for the righty.
2-1. Boyd popped out to the first baseman Ibarra and then lined out to Buford in left field. Now 3-1. He's given up 2 hits. He's allowed 1 walk. It's a double to Handren in the first, a single to Sutter in the third. And this is the first time the leadoff man has reached, which, again, already brings potential tying run to the plate.
The right-hander Alex Cisneros is starting the toss for the Ballers out in right field.
And that is some catch being thrown, not off of the mound yet. A very early part of the warm-up for Cisneros. Strike to Cannon, and we're going to get a challenge.
After review of the red pocket mobile strike zone challenge, the pitch is overturned to a ball.
That is 6 for 6 for Oakland and Modesto today. Oakland with 4 correct challenges and Modesto with 2 correct challenges. 1-0 to Cannon, who is grounded out and struck out. Both runs today for Oakland have come in off the bat of Jaden Kalura, the DH, who has an RBI ground out and an RBI single. It's 3-0 to Cannon. I want to just lay one in there with the guy with the kind of pop he has. But Hurley's got to get back in the count, and quickly. There it is. There's a little bit of a get-me-over fastball at 90. But now the rest of the at-bat can continue. The leash might be tight here in the 7th at 101 pitches. Inside for ball 4, and it's 2 walks to begin the 7th.
By the way, during the break, a couple defensive substitutions. Nick Leahy now at second base, and Brendan O'Sullivan has moved from second to third. Paul Winland out of the game.
That's a good eye there. So they bring in the defensive Leahy, who was, let's say, day-to-day. And he will bat in the 5th hole as he takes over second base. Ballers buying time for Cisneros in the bullpen. I think you'll see Aaron Miles walk out after this chat. And here he comes. Charlie Hurley looks up to the sky, thought he had one more. He does not. He goes 6+ innings. And now the bullpen will have to hold this lead for him. As Aaron Miles turns to the right-hander, Alex Cisneros, Hurley will receive an ovation as he walks off this mound. 6 strong shutout innings. 2 walks to begin the 7th. And now Cisneros in. We'll take a break. 2-0 Oakland. Alex Cisneros out of the Oakland bullpen for a team-leading 18th appearance, a 7.25 ERA, a 4-0 record. First pitch is high down the left field line. Buford into the corner, and Buford will watch it go foul. Strike one. When he's right, he's struck out 26 and 22 in a third innings, and the slider has a sharp break to it. Batter's only hitting 270 against him. Where he's gotten trouble, he's been wild, 19 walks, and a tied team-high 6 wild pitches. That's the good breaking ball, low for ball one. Six-plus innings, 2 hits, 3 walks, and 5 strikeouts for Hurley. And Liniak chased. Liniak was 0 for 2 against Charlie Hurley. Ballers have the infield back. One-two is just hit off of Smith. I think that might have gotten him on the bare hand.
Yeah. Liniak lunging after that slider. He knows that's Valek's go-to pitch.
This might be a case where Leahy's shading almost toward the right field side if they're going away. Does anyone have a play? No. Liniak able to stay alive for at least one more.
Well, that's a pitch ideally. Cisneros wants Liniak to roll over and get a double play ball up the middle. But for him, he's looking for a hanger.
One and two. To left, shallow. Buford is in, and Buford makes the catch.
Now batting the center fielder, number 12, Tyler Williams.
One away in the inning. Cobb will get the no outs. An error allows a run to score. It's 2-1.
Now batting the pitcher, number 14, Harry Lowe.
Runners will be at second and third after a costly error. This will tie the game. Maybe more. Not yet. RBI single for Owen. We are tied. To third goes Williams.
Now batting the second baseman, number 25, Logan Sutter.
Here is Sutter. That's off the glove of Smith, and that'll send Owen to second, and it's really blown open now. As Matthew McElroy is going to talk to the home plate umpire who had that go off of him. Well, we'll have to figure out which two of these runs, or which one or which none, are earned or unearned. But this game is tied now, and unfortunately it's come almost entirely by the error by Cobb. The infield is in with second and third. Leahy will look the runner back, and there's 2 outs.
Now batting the designated
So the
hitter,
error would have
21,
retired Williams and put runners at second and third. The single would have scored 1. So the second of the 2 errors, excuse me, the second of the 2 runs would be unearned. Here's Johnson, who's going to try to make this now really hurt and give the Roadsters the lead. He struck out twice, he's walked once. With the speed of Williams and Owen, see how much they test Oakland. It's in the dirt. Good block. The outfield's playing deep enough where a ground ball, and Owen as a catcher, will score. Right now they're in no position to make a throw home on a single.
Well, they're playing deep on the left side of the infield. Cobb almost his heels on the grass.
He went around, says the home plate umpire, and it's 1-2. Well, Valak has done his job to an extent. Leahy is not going to be able to make the play. And he was in the air. It's got to be a hit. Let's see what the official ruling is. Try to make the catch above his head. It's probably going to get ruled a hit because he leapt into the air.
I think it's a hit.
Yeah, it's a tough.
But I mean, if you're going to ask Leahy if he should have made the catch, he would have said yes.
Yeah. Well, strike 1. It's an unearned run for Cisneros.
Challenge.
Review of the red pocket mobile strike zone challenge. The pitch is overturned to a ball. Modesto has 2 challenges remaining.
Nothing's going right for Oakland here now. 2 unearned runs in the inning. It's Modesto with the lead. Down the line. Foul.
Well, a couple of free bags, an error from your most dependable defender, pass ball, and things have unraveled here in the 8th, or the 7th.
And watch for Johnson to try to take second. 1-2. Valak's got to pitch out of this now. That lead evaporated in a matter of 3 batters after Hurley came out of the game. There's strike 3 called, and another. Here we go. 7 correct
After
challenges.
review of the red pocket mobile strike zone challenge, the call is a confirmed strike.
And finally, the first confirmed call of the night. It's a strikeout. Modesto has the lead, 3-2, as we head to the Planet Fitness 7th inning stretch on Ballers TV.
attention, please, now. Pitcher from Modesto. Number 3, Johan Castillo. Leading off for the Ballers.
Omar Serrano is now in line for a win after a 3-run 7th inning. He is replaced on the mound by Johan Castillo, who we've seen go multiple innings in the late goings of ball games. He'll face Isai Santos to begin with ball 1. Santos a walk, a double, a ground out. The Ballers now trail by 1 run. Quick 2-0. An error for Oakland, it's called a misplay hit. And they gave away a couple of runs, 2 unearned in that inning. Now 3-1. Serrano, 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs. Both were earned. 7 walks, 4 Ks, and a wild pitch. Santos takes a high strike, and it's a full count.
Castillo has faced Oakland over the last 3 times and has not allowed a run. He's been money against Oakland, especially against these lefties.
And he'll see Santos, Kalura, and Ibarra. Grounded down the line. It's fair. Santos on his bike. It's picked up, and Isai will drop anchor at second with a leadoff double. His second double of the night. And I got excited. We almost saw a new single-season record for triples. Here's Kalura.
Well, that time Castillo hung a breaking ball middle in, and Isai has seen Castillo plenty of times over the last couple of weeks and has just by now figured out what he likes to go to, and that's a rare mistake from a lefty like Castillo.
Kalura is driven in, both runs tonight. Strike to Jaden to begin the at-bat. Kalura, left field, base hit. They're sending Santos. Liniak's gonna throw home. It's cut off and we're tied. That did not take very long at all, and it's Kalura with all 3 RBI. The clutch gene in effect tonight.
Oh, I know there's no Pioneer League All-Star game, and I know the All-Star game is next week in Philly, but if there was an All-Star team, I mean, Jaden Kalura has to be on that team with the way he's been hitting all first half long.
Probably this guy too. Here's Ibarra. Swings and fouls it away. Well, 2 lefties, 2 hits off of Castillo, and now Ibarra, who is 1 for 3.
I mean, his at-bats have just been so polished. Disciplined eye and someone who's just going to get the job done.
That breaking ball did not make it back, although it tried to. A good ball game here in the 7th. 4-1, 4 runs in this frame between the 2 teams. 2-1 to Ibarra. On deck is Nick Leahy, who came in for Winland. And if there's one thing, above all things, that Leahy does well, it's hit lefties hard. Castillo comes into the game with a 4.04 ERA in 16 appearances. He's 3-1. He also has a save on the year and 43 Ks in 35 innings. A 2-2 with Kalura at first. That is a pretty good take. And Harrison Silverman on the second base side of second base.
Yeah.
You might as well point down to Kate Hart at first at that point.
I don't know how good of an angle that is from behind the pitcher.
3-2. To center. Chasing back Williams. Headed toward the wall. And it's caught. And where is Kalura going? He's got to get back and he is out. I don't know where Jaden was headed.
And look at Williams go all the way. The wind is blowing it out towards left center. And right as he makes contact with the wall, he makes the catch. And I don't know if Kalura just thought he was never going to get there, because he takes a huge secondary and never gets back.
First at bat for Nick Leahy, hitting right at 300. Six home runs for the right-handed hitter from Newbury Park, California. It's got to be cool for Leahy and others on the team that are from the SoCal area to play games in Long Beach.
Oh, yeah.
Families and friends. Looking at Noah Blythe on that list as well. Lojiski completes the inning. It's a run in on the RBI hit by Kalura. We're tied at 3 apiece as we head to the 8th on Ballers TV.
Dinner on the Ballers? That's right, stop by tomorrow for Dinner on Us, and we'll also be honoring all the incredible women in our sports community. Join us tomorrow, 6:35 p.m. first pitch.
All right, Ballers fans, this is the final installment of our Green and Gold contest, so there's a lot riding on this, okay? Team Gold is Philip, and Team Green is Julian. Philip and Julian. It's a scrappy dance-off. The team with the best moves is going to be our winner, okay? Team Gold, Philip, you're up first. Okay, Julian, Team Green, let's see if you can beat that. In the big jersey. Okay, Philip, I'm gonna give you one more chance to beat that. Let's see it. Okay, now Julian, he's trying to climb up the gold crown. All right. It's gonna be up to Scrappy. Scrappy, who's our winner? Team Green!
Green gets on the board, the gold wins. Number 1, if you got a gold wristband, remember to get your prize on the way out after the game. Leading up, the shortstop. Number 1, Jacob Legit.
We move on to the 8th inning, tied at 3 after the Ballers tie it in the bottom of the 7th. This is Jacob Lojiski. As we have subsequently been informed, Gareth got there before me on the weekend. Lojiski is 0 for 3. 1-1. It's a bullpen game now. Santos has got to come in quick, and he never had a play. And that did not get the barrel.
No.
If it did, it got a knot in the bat.
That was off the cap of the bat there. Very funny sound, and it finds a space in front of Santos. And now you got some speed too on the base pass and Lejiski.
Pitch inside. Out of the bullpen, Cisneros has picked up 4 wins. He's going to try to keep his team in this ball game to maybe pick up a 5th. Bounced foul. Justin Boyd walked to lead off the 7th and scored the first run for Modesto. 2-0 game for Oakland until the top of the 7th. Two and one. Just foul. Woof.
Yeah. Not by much.
You could see it from here, but not by much.
I mean, what? That's like...
I don't know if there's a full baseball between it.
Yeah. A baseball. I mean, that was inches away from grazing the chalk, and Lejiski, at the very least, at third base.
The Billings Mustangs have lost, which mathematically keeps Glacier and Modesto alive. Great 2. That is a chase and a great pitch by Cisneros to get Boyd for the first out of the 8th. Boy, you've got to trust your stuff, and that pitch, look, that would have been ball 4 by plenty, but it's a nasty pitch, trying to protect on 2 strikes, and he gets the chase. Long way to go in this inning. Here's Cannon. That's a nice looking breaking ball there with some good dip, 0-1.
Sure is. And he's just been leaning on it all outing long, really all season long.
That's the bread and butter. Time a fastball too high. A righty is side armor warming for the Roadsters. I know that's not Cooper Garrison because he's not with the team anymore. I just don't know who that is. 2-1.
And for the Ballers, Langston Burkett is warming up in right field.
A touch inside. Ballers still have both challenges. Modesto, 1 remaining.
Preston Kelly is warming up the side armor for Modesto.
Thank you. Former Cal State San Marcos man. Ibarra can't make the play. It goes into right field. First to third goes the base runner. And he really didn't have any shot at it. It's a little looping off the cap single to center and a bouncing ball through the right side, first and third for the Roadsters here in the 8th.
Well, soft contact off Cisneros here in this 8th, but it's just finding the gap between the blue pit from Lejiski to center, and then Ibarra really the only man on that side of the infield, with Leahy playing a little bit more up the middle. And he was the only guy who could have a chance. Now Cisneros needs to strike out.
Cannon has 11 steals. Up by Smith. 0 for 3 is Liniak. 6th hit for Modesto. Oakland with 7. 2-0. Popped up. Ibarra doesn't see it until the last moment. No play or a strike. It might have even grazed the netting. I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
He would have.
He'd have to go right up the railing.
Well, he was probably also staring into the lights based on where he ran over to. Three and 1. "36 pitches for Valak in an inning and a third."
Strike!
That's ball 4. And they are loaded for Tyler Williams.
Now batting is center fielder number 12.
Here comes the manager, Aaron Miles. 2 soft hit singles in the inning. And a walk. The call to the bullpen is issued, and we take a break. A 3-3 ball game with the bases loaded when we come back on Ballers TV.
Manager Aaron Miles taking the call for the bullpen. This pitching change brought to you by Bart. Now entering the game, number 0, Langston Burkett.
It was an 18th appearance for Valak Cisneros. It's now an 18th appearance for Langston Burkett, who has been throwing some of his baseball of the year recently.
Yeah, 2 2/3, 5 strikeouts on Wednesday against Long Beach, and then he nailed down the win on 4th of July Saturday against Modesto.
Loaded, infield halfway, in a tied ball game. Williams at the dish. 93, strike 1. Williams is 0 for 3, reached on an error. If it's weakly hit, they're coming home. If not, they'll turn 2 up the middle. It's swung on and missed. 93 followed up by 92. Burkett just does not have to get over anxious here. I'm set with 7 on the clock. Low target from Smith, and that's a pretty good 2-strike pitch.
So far, 3 straight heaters. Does have the slider at his arsenal.
Swing!
Smith will challenge.
After review of the red pocket mobile strike zone challenge, the call is overturned to a strike. Oakland has 2 challenges remaining.
Dotted on the outside corner. Perfect from Burkett. That's a big out, number 1.
And Connor Smith, how about him? The rook challenging the call. He knows that's a big pitch. And he gets it right. Look at that.
Harry Owen, the catcher. Broken bat. Charging O'Sullivan. 1 play to first, and we are out of this inning. Oh, Tremaine Cobb just took a spill. What happened there? I don't know what happened there. Cobb just took a spill. I don't know if the ball was thrown back. I don't know what happened, but Cobb, I think, collided with someone and went down on the ground. So a lot of concern right now being played behind, and now he's up on his legs. Whoa. Anybody see what happened exactly? Well, we're going to take a break as Cobb is back on his feet. The bottom of the 8th coming up. We're tied at 3.
Pitching for Modesto, number 19, Preston Kelly.
All right, well, we don't know what happened with Trey there. It looked like he just sort of fell down, maybe hit his head on the mound, and we're hoping he's okay. Buford will lead things off, followed by Blythe against the new arm Preston Kelly. That was a very uncomfortable way to end the previous inning.
Yeah, based off the one look that we have, I mean, it looked like he just sort of stumbled on the turf there before then tripping and then maybe landing forward and hitting maybe his face on the mound. Maybe that's...
He tripped and didn't put his arms out. The ball must have hit him. It must have hit him in the side of the head. I think a ball must have been getting thrown round. Buford strikes out on 3 pitches to the new arm Kelly.
So an inadvertent ball hitting Cobb.
Oh, man.
Number 27, Noah Light.
Preston Kelly, the new right-hander, 5'10", 195 out of Cal State San Marcos. Fires in a strike. Well, trying to see if I can get a contact with our trainer, Matthew McElroy. Cobb is due up third right now, behind Smith on deck and O'Sullivan in the hole. Oh, Blythe charges this one to center. Noah Blythe, a backflip and a lead. 408 feet on a cold night in Oakland. And he watched that thing get out of Raimondi.
Well, he saw a hanger. The slider from Kelly caught too much plate. And it'd been a while since Noah Blythe had left the ballpark. But boy, oh boy, did he get all of that slider.
First pitch high to Smith. Well, one infielder's already been used in Winland today, so Leahy is in. Ballers have Jake Allgaier available off the bench, but he's not really good to go. So could you see Cam Buford coming? I'm just trying to see if Cobb has a helmet on. Smith with a bad swing there, 1-2. Ballers do have the lead here in the 8th. Great work, by the way. We didn't get to highlight it from Burkett to get out of that inning. But we were far more preoccupied with Trey Cobb, who now has a helmet and is looking okay. All right.
For sure.
Jeter threw the ball across the diamond, and it hit him in the head. Smith. Fair ball. Out. Nice throw from Handrick.
Now batting the third baseman, number 8.
Yeah, maybe, because usually Cobb, when they're running off the field, he does like to receive the throw. If it is an infield out, he'll run off the field. He and Jeter will make eye contact with one another, and Jeter will throw him the ball. So I wonder if, I don't know if he just got lost in the lights or he just didn't see it. But, of course, very encouraging that he is on deck. And
well,
it appears he's ready to go.
I'm hoping it's more of a it's something that surprised him more than anything else.
Yeah.
Which could well be. Oh, that's slapped to center field by O'Sullivan. He's on with 2 outs. That'll let Cobb bat. So Matthew McElroy, I'm sure, just had to make sure that Trey, number 1, was good to continue, and number 2, not displaying any kind of signs of losing this after getting hit in the head with a baseball that, albeit maybe was coming in at 40 or 50 miles an hour, but still, that's a hard object to hit your head in any capacity.
I think the way Trey went down, too, we all just frankly feared the worst. I mean, it didn't look good, the optics of it. But just glad to hear it's only a friendly fire situation.
And you can't even hardly see the ball on replay traveling from our high home camera. There goes the runner, O'Sullivan. The throw is not in time. 1-2 the count. Sullivan picks up his first professional steal.
Not a bad throw from Owen, but a little high. And that gave O'Sullivan just a few milliseconds to sneak the hands in before the tag could be laid down.
Cobb, a flip job to right field. Here comes O'Sullivan. The throw home is not in time. He's fine, folks. Two-run inning for Oakland. A 2-run lead. Now a pinch runner.
I saw Miles Beal grab a helmet, and he's now going to run for Trey.
Beal will make his Raimondi debut as a pinch runner.
And it sort of looked like Trey had asked James, hey, I want somebody to run for me.
And I think James and Aaron are having that talk right now. Well, what they could do, if they want, is bring in Beal, and then after Beal runs, he might stay in the game, and you could move Buford from the outfield, Santos from the outfield.
Eastside could play short, or you push O'Sullivan to short, Leahy to third, Santos to second.
Santos to second, Leahy to third. Leahy played a lot of third for Oakland last year until Allgaier came around. Put Beal in center. Well,
Beal can play any of the 3 outfield positions.
Starting every day for the Schaumburg Boomers, Miles Beal. Well, here is Santos. We'll figure it out after this inning's up. Swung on and fouled back.
Well, regardless, that's a huge insurance run from Trey. Albeit not even, whatever percent he is right now health-wise.
I mean, he took the ball off the head. I also think he may have gone down a little hard.
Yeah. I mean, he might have landed on the mound there.
That's hit to right field, but this will be the final out of the inning. The Ballers with 2 runs in the 8th, lead 5-3. A home run by Blythe and an RBI single by Tremaine Cobb. We'll see what the changes are when we come back on Ballers TV.
Defensive changes for the Ballers. Now playing center field, number 19, Miles Beal. Moving to second base, number 9, Isai Santos. Moving to shortstop, number 8, Brendan O'Sullivan. And moving to third base, number 23, Nick Levy.
That's everyone, right?
Well, Tremaine Cobb is out of this ballgame. Miles Beal stays in the game. He will play center field. The infield will now be Leahy at third, O'Sullivan at short, and Santos at second. Jeter Ibarra still at first, of course. Langston Burkett will try to finish off this game. First pitch is a strike to to Logan Sutter. 1-1. Sutter, then the top of the order in Johnson and Handren. We got a strikeout of Williams, helped by a challenge by Smith, and a ground out, a broken back ground out. of Owen, which got the Ballers out of a bases loaded, 1-out jam. It's a 1-2. Burkett turns and fires, and that is a swing and a miss by Sutter. One away. He closed the book on Cisneros, 1 1/3, 4 hits, 1 run, which was unearned, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. This is the second strikeout here for Sutter, who chases way above the zone for the first out. Here is Johnson. Fouled back, and oof.
The pitcher's going to drill him in the hands.
Did drill Smith.
Well, the key for Langston throughout this year has been just trying to rein in that sinker. So much arm side run, so it's running into right-handed bats. And over the course of these last 2 outings, he's starting to figure it out.
Well, the last 2 pitches had big-time arm side run. It's just that the Roasters swung on both pitches. One of the first times all night we see the Burkett slider. That is a perfectly placed fastball. It's 1-2. Off the glove of Burkett and into the glove of Santos. That's an L1-4, I do believe. Two outs. Here is Handren. Handren takes strike 1. Off the glove of Smith, 1-1. Handren has to get on to keep this game alive. Oh, he did not touch it? L4 it is then. So a great job then by Burkett to get the glove away.
Yeah.
1-1. 1-2.
I was going to say, that'd be the best tip of a line drive from a pitcher that I've ever seen.
Now the fans are on their feet. The 1-2. July. A play for Santos has no play. It'll be a base hit. Another broken bat off of the sinker of Burkett. And Handren is aboard. That'll give Lejiski a chance to tie this game.
What, 4 of the 7 hits from Modesto have been soft contact today? Maybe 5? That smelled trouble as soon as it got over Burkett's head.
7 hits altogether for the Roadsters. Lejiski takes a strike. Oakland with 2 challenges left, so Smith does not have to be shy in this at-bat. Another broken bat. O'Sullivan will go the long way, and this game is over. The Ballers win 5-3 to open up this final homestand of the season. A great job by Langston Burkett, who gets his 2nd win of the year. And just an overall great effort by Oakland today. Charlie Hurley, 6 strong innings. The bullpen was strong today. Just 1 earned run for Hurley in those 6 innings. And Oakland improves to 18-25 as they try to get something going heading into the second half. Modesto is now officially eliminated from the playoffs, at least in this first half. Long Beach, they're going to the playoffs. They won tonight. I don't know between Ogden and Glacier who won there, but they live to see another day at least because Billings lost. A good win, a good game. And let's now head down to the field. Aubrey Tolliver is standing by with tonight's Proposition Chicken Player of the Game.
All right, I'm here with Charlie Hurley, our starting pitcher. Charlie, what an outing. Talk about what it was like going out today, making sure you guys got that first win of the series.
Well, yeah, just coming off a rough road trip this last week, I wanted to be able to set the tone early for the guys, and Smith back there was calling great pitches. He was working his ass off, so, tip my cap to him and the defense. Everybody played great today back there.
Jaden had 3 RBIs in this game, Jaden Clara at DH. What was it like watching him at the plate tonight?
Guy hits, not weird. That's what he does. Yeah, he's good at it.
Taking home a win in the first game of this homestand, what are you guys looking to move forward to and make sure you guys walk away with even more dubs?
Just continue to put the pressure on them. They're a good team, but so are we. So when we do stuff right and do our job, do what we're supposed to do, we can live with the results. So just going out and controlling what we can tomorrow and doing our job.
Awesome. We are going to give you the Prop Chicken Player of the Game, but also going to talk to your teammate over here who had an incredible day at the plate. Usually he's behind the plate. Jaden, what were you looking for at the plate today, and how ultimately were you able to succeed the way you did?
Just going up there, not trying to do too much, just trying to put the bat on the ball and move the ball, and it just came out of my way. So.
We talked to Charlie a little bit about taking the first game of this homestand. How do you take momentum from today and really apply it to tomorrow and the rest?
Yeah, every game's big. It's a good team, and we play them a good bit of the year, so we know how it goes every time we play them. So just got to prepare tomorrow and continue to win. So.
And pretty big crowd tonight. You have anything to say to the Ballers fans who showed up today?
Thank y'all. It's awesome. We appreciate y'all. Go Ballers.
Thank you, guys. Tyler, back to you.
Thanks, Aubrey. We'll take a break and come back for the Ballers postgame show right after this. Ballers with a 5-3 victory to begin this final 6-game homestand of the first half. They officially eliminate Modesto from playoff contention. Just 3 teams remain. Long Beach has clinched that first spot, and Billings and Glacier, it's going to be Billings, but Glacier is going to try to push it day by day. A great outing overall as we welcome you into the booth. I'm Tyler Peterson, this is Gareth Puck, and I think we saw a lot of good things tonight. The Ballers got great starting pitching like they had all last year, and when you get an outing from Hurley like that, the bullpen can give up a few runs. You're still going to be in it with the offense Oakland has. Unfortunately, I'm more worried about Trey Cobb than any of the good things that happened tonight. But let's just talk about the good things first. Hurley, Cisneros, Burkett, 1, 2, 3, I think all positives.
No, for sure. And Charlie Hurley, you heard it there with Aubrey Tolliver. He wanted to set the tone today after a rough road trip. He gives you 6 innings of 2-run ball, just 1 earned. And then right now for Aaron Miles, Alex Cisneros and Langston Burkett have been 2 of the best performers in the bullpen, and they did it again today. Cisneros, no earned runs allowed on 1 1/3 innings pitched. Langston Burkett has pitched his best 3 games as a baller over the last week or so. And, you know, wins are good, Tyler, but anytime you can get a win against a playoff caliber team like Modesto that has been in the thick of it for much of this first half until today feels especially good. And these are the types of games they're going to have to play in the second half, especially that first week, 2 weeks of the second half if they want to get out on the right foot. So this was definitely a right step in that direction.
Well, they know that they will play Modesto for 12, that they will play Long Beach for 12, Yuba for 12. So you want to see, again, do we have the guys here now that will help us beat those teams? Do we need to get, you know, quote unquote upgrades in any one direction to beat those teams? Because they're going to have to go right through their division rivals. They will not leave California in the second half. They'll see those 3 teams, a little bit of Red Pocket, a little bit of Boise, and a little bit of Missoula. But you've got to beat Long Beach, Modesto, and Yuba, and you want to start seeing more games like today where you can say, yes, we do have what it takes. Now, 1 game is 1 game, and if you look in this 6-game series altogether with the games that were played in Modesto, it's now split 2 and 2. So 2 more games this week, both 6:35 starts. But let's talk about Trey Cobb, because we saw him get hit in the head by the baseball. He was all right, probably a little startled at first, but I think after the base hit, I think maybe he ran down to first and just started to get either slightly woozy or just thought,
right,
you know, maybe I don't have it.
Yeah, maybe he started seeing some stars as he ran down to first. And, hey, you know, you credit Trey for just saying, look, I don't feel 100%. Let's just be cautious about this. We got a second half to play, and you hope for good news coming out of tonight and then into tomorrow. If he needs to take, you know, however many days to just make sure he's fully ready for the second half, by all means, let the man take some time, because, again, he's played in basically every game this year. So you want him fresh, you want him healthy, so you hope it's not a long-term concern. But it was encouraging, of course, for him to get that base hit late.
The only problem is now there are potentially 3 players who are not on the IL, not injured enough to not be active, but guys who are banged up. Nick Leahy played today. He seems to be fine. We said Jake Allgaier took an at-bat over the weekend. He seems to be fine, but potentially 3 guys who might not be 100% on the infield. And O'Sullivan played 3 positions today before he finally headed the aim at shortstop. So we're certainly hoping that the Ballers are going in healthy and certainly a better club into that second half, which will start next week. 5 more games here at Raimondi until they open up down in Long Beach for the second half. We'll take a break and come back, check on how the rest of the league fared. So we are the last game to go final tonight. This is Ballers Baseball on Ballers TV. wrapping things up on the Ballers postgame show here from Raimondi Park. A 5-3 victory for Oakland. Finals around the league. The Red Pocket Mobiles beat the Billings Mustangs, two teams that have had opposite results in the first half. Red Pocket at the bottom of the league, Billings at the top. But it is Red Pocket today with their 10th victory to beat the Mustangs, who could have clinched a playoff spot tonight, but will not. However, their magic number is only 1 because the Raptors beat the Range Riders 12-11, officially 12-11, but 11-11, 3-2 in the knockout round. Colson Lawrence over Brock Brandenburg in a shootout at Glacier Bank Park. I tell a lie, there's still 2 games actually finishing up in the Mountain States, which means they're closing in on the 11 o'clock hour in Boise, where it's Paddlehead 16, Hawks 12 on the top of the 9th. And in Idaho Falls, where the Voyagers got out to a 12-0 lead after the top of the 2nd. It is now 19-13, with Idaho Falls batting with runners on 2nd and 3rd, with 2 outs in the 8th. So more runs. Probably can check the end of that and listen to a little bit of John Balgini in the car on the way home. And the final California victory tonight was the Long Beach Coast over the Yuba Sutter Freebirds. That means the Coast are first half champions, at least co-first half champions. They're going to make a playoff spot. That's what I mean. Their win is their 33rd, and they are close to setting a new half record. The Ballers last year had 37 wins, which means they would have to win out to set a new record. They can maybe easily tie. That's definitely within the realm of possibility. That's your Pioneer League scoreboard for July the 7th.
And our Major League scoreboard today, A's on the road in Detroit. They fell 6-2 to the Tigers. Tarek Skubal struck out 9 A's in 5 innings and allowed just 1 run. That 1 run came off the bat of Henry Bolte, a 3rd inning solo shot for the rookie. Giants fell to the Blue Jays today, 9-3. Rough start for Trevor McDonald. He gave up 8 runs on 11 hits and lasted only 2 1/3 innings. Adrian Hauser, though, 5 2/3 scoreless with 5 strikeouts in long relief. 9-3 Blue Jays over the Giants. Cubs defeated the Orioles 5-2. The Brewers 1-run winners over the Cardinals 4-3. The Pirates defeated the Braves 12-4. Marlins walked off the Mariners 6-5. Rays defeated the Yankees 6-4. Astros 6-3 winners over the Nats. Royals in a barn burner over the Mets win 16-12. There were 32 total hits in that game, 28 total runs. Phillies defeat the Reds 4-1. Great start from Zach Wheeler. 3-1 Twins over the Guardians. Red Sox win 8-1 over the White Sox. And the Angels fell to the Rangers 8-3. Padres defeat the D-backs 4-1. And Brewers and Cardinals played a doubleheader. It was a split. Brewers won the second game 10-2. And last but not least, Rockies lead 4-3 on the Dodgers in the last of the ninth.
And you need to remember all of that before you come in tomorrow. I'm going to have you read off that again from memory before the game starts.
Sounds good.
Well, we play on tomorrow, the second game of our series. Oakland, you could say, will try to win the mini 3-game series, taking 2 out of 3. They lost 2 out of 3 in Modesto. They're trying to end this first half on a good note, try to propel them into the second half. We'll see how it goes the rest of the 5 games of the series. Please come on out and see Oakland before they head back down south to Long Beach next week. I want to thank Gareth Kwok, who's alongside me tonight. I want to thank Nico back in Argentina and his national soccer team with a big victory over Egypt today to advance to the quarterfinals of the World Cup. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. We'll see you tomorrow at 6:15 pack time. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening.